guys? How you doing? Today I'm with Tyler. We're here. We're going to talk about some of our 2021 goals. And we did a question and answer on Instagram. So we're going to get into it. I'm going to answer a couple questions for you guys and start off the year right. So I guess I'll go first. Shout out to dreamdigital.us. That's our videographer. He said, what's your main motivation as a person? My main motivation is to impact as many people as possible. I think my main motivation is to try to reach people and try to genuinely help people. And then to tie into that would be to take care of mine. We talk about it all the time as a unit, as a group, as a crew, collectively. We talk about how, the end goal is to be able to, be financially free, but also take care of our people. And whether it's our parents or each other. So I think with those two, those are my main motivations, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say it's the same for me. That's why I feel like we connect real well, because we have similar vision and idea of what we want to get after. So I just want to reach my potential, and in the process be able to take care of the people I want to take care of, be financially free, not have to worry about anything, and then like he said, be able to help as many people as I can. My biggest thing is I want to die and my message and my impact still be here when I'm gone. I don't want to just be gone and everybody forget about me and everything I did just goes to waste. So I want to be financially free, set up people, even if I'm not here, and then just impact people that leaves an impact longer than I'm here.
That's a good answer.
And then, okay, let's see the next question. Let's go with biggest piece of advice for making the transition from being a player to coach/trainer. I would say is just educate yourself on being a better coach and trainer. I think a lot of coaches and trainers just feel that because they played basketball, they're good at basketball, that they can teach basketball. That is two totally different avenues. Being able to teach basketball is not about just knowing the game and having skills. It's actually about being able to apply your knowledge and get it into somebody else's head. So being able to do that is kind of like an art form and a science, and the way you talk to people, the way you present information, the way you connect with individuals. That doesn't have to just do with being good at a certain skill or you're a good shooter. Does not mean that you can teach it. So I just say educate yourself on the process of teaching other people, being a leader, and then helping people actually learn things. Just because you can do it doesn't mean that they can do it. So Manny can kind of give his perspective, even though he hasn't made the jump, but he has trained some people, so he can kind of give his perspective, which could be a different point of view.
Yeah, for sure. So for me personally, clearly I'm on the other end of it. I'm more on the, I'm the player. But at the end of the day, I have trained people, and I do like to help out in that sense. And I like to educate myself just on the game. So I would say the biggest thing for me, and from watching him, is trying to detach yourself from the player aspect and become the trainer. Don't have expectations just because you know how to do certain things, and expect the players you're training to know how to do those things or apply those things right away. So me personally, as a player, my biggest thing is detaching from being that player mindset into, okay, how do I help this guy develop? And then seeing him, when he from him training me, he was a player first. So for him, you could see it. It was times where he was like, yo man, just do it. Just drop crossing, you know what I'm saying? But it was okay, and he's educating himself where he's like, I gotta take a step back, because sometimes whether it's mentally he develops faster than me, or physically, whatever the case may be. So you just have to make sure you detach yourself and look at it from literally just only the trainer's point of view.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So the next question is, can you go pro by playing Division III? So clearly I'll answer that question. As a Division III player, I guess you could say, yeah, you can. And I know a lot of Division III players that had a chance to go pro. But at the end of the day, I don't like to classify divisions. Not just because I went Division III, I'm not going to classify divisions. Just in general, I don't like to classify divisions, because at the end of the day, after college said and done, regardless if you're at Division I, Division II, or Division III level, that whole college career you had does not matter. They don't give a fuck about it. You got to go prove yourself. There's Division I guys that are getting sent home, same as Division III guys. So you know, honestly, at the end of the day, it's just if you can hoop. If you can hoop and you're willing to invest in yourself and you're willing to, you know, especially when you're going overseas, you're not making money right away unless you're coming from a big time school, top 5 ranked school in the nation, because, you know, at the end of the day, they don't really know what you could show, what you can do, because, you know, some people are coming from systems and then going to being the man. They don't really know how to do that. So, me personally, can you play Division III and make it pro? Absolutely, and not even just overseas. I think you can make it to the league, and we've seen that from different guys in the league right now that are honestly, you know, blossoming into becoming great players. So yeah, you definitely can. I just think at the end of the day, like, you know, don't classify yourself as anything. Just classify yourself as a hooper, classify yourself as a basketball player, and you could do anything you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think, like you said, it doesn't really matter where you came from at the end of the day, you're a basketball player. If you focus on improving, becoming the best version of yourself, you're putting yourself in a position to hopefully go play pro, hopefully go play whatever league you want to. If you go at Division I but you don't put any work in, you're not just automatically going to go pro or go to the NBA. And same thing from Division III. Just because you play Division III doesn't mean anything. Once you get overseas, it doesn't matter what you did. You have to be able to provide for that team and give them something. Whether you're from Division I or Division III, it does not matter. If you can hoop, you can hoop. They'll find you. You'll get a chance. And if you're good enough, you'll be ready for that opportunity. Be good. So I'd say, let's see, next question. Let's go with, so we'll save like our goals and stuff for this year, kind of towards the end. But the next question, I'll let Manny answer first. What's something basketball taught you or showed you that you wouldn't have learned without it?
Damn. Whoever asked that question, that was a great question.
My boy Christopher.
Hey,
Chris
shout out to Chris, man. For real, shout out to you, bro. Damn. Yo, read that question.
I'll answer first.
Read that question one more time.
What's something basketball taught / showed you that you wouldn't have learned without it?
Nah, I got it.
Okay, you got it? All right.
Nah, something basketball taught me, and that I wouldn't learn is that taught me how to be patient, and like not just patient in the sense of like, oh, like your mom says, be patient, things will come. Like, it just taught me to be patient with everything, like development in itself, like developing like in anything you want to do, whether it's sorry for swearing, but whether it's becoming a real estate agent, becoming a PE teacher, becoming a math, it's all about being patient and staying the course. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being patient and staying the course. If you invest time into yourself, if you invest money into yourself, you know, you have to demand that patience from whatever you're investing in, because at the end of the day, shit doesn't happen like this, you know what I'm saying? And for the people that it does, that, you know, they're lucky and they're blessed, and I hope they're writing down their gratitude every day, because, you know, for the majority of the world, man, it takes time, and you have to genuinely believe that. I didn't realize how much you had to invest in yourself to get to the places you wanted to get to until like I really started taking basketball seriously, you know? And, you know, the further you get and the longer you play the game, and the more advanced it becomes, the more you have to invest in yourself, the more you have to invest in your body, your health, you know what I'm saying, your conditioning, your mobility, stability, like everything, your game in general, your mental, your physical. So investing in yourself and being patient, man, that's the two biggest things personally that I've learned from basketball, and I'll take away and take with me for the rest of my life.
I definitely agree with that. If I wasn't going to say what I'll say, that's definitely something that it taught me as well. I say one thing it taught me was just having like confidence in myself and having like that chip on my shoulder. Most of the teams that I was on when I was younger, I was never the best player. I feel like any team I've really been on, never been the best player, but I've always felt like I was the best player. So I always had to be extra confident in myself, always believe in myself. So I think that really carried over into this aspect of being a trainer and believing in what my ability and my work ethic. I think that was the biggest thing, because I was always like the hardest working player. I knew, like I didn't know any other player that was working harder than me, so I was always confident in myself and my work ethic, and that really transferred over to being a trainer. I'm really confident in my ability to train people, really confident in my ability to just get whatever I have to get done, because I know my work ethic is there, and I think that's something that basketball really taught me that obviously will never go away. So
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. Next question.
So my last question for you guys before we get into some of our goals
We ain't gonna tell you all the goals.
Nah.
We can't tell all the secrets now. But we'll get into it a little bit. But my next question is: are you coming back to Ireland? This is from my boy Matthew Callahan. I coached this kid, man. He's a great guy, great kid. He has a great family. And the question, to answer your question, Matthew, as for this year, right now, this season specifically, 2020 to 2021 season, if there is a season, I will be going back. And you know, for the future, I couldn't answer that. You know, we don't pick our path. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you whether I'm going to the fucking G League or whether I'm going to the NBA, whether I'm going to Spain, whether I'm going to Ireland. Right now, all I know is that I have a contract in Ireland for this 2020 to 2021 season. If we do have a season, I will be back. Next year, I am talking to a lot of Super League teams right now. I am talking to some of the National League teams as well still. Better situations for me to grow as a player in development. But in this game, in this industry, like everyone here knows, you kind of can't pick and choose, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick and choose. You know, there's millions of people trying to do exactly what I'm doing. So I'm gonna just take whatever opportunity is best for me, and that helps my development, helps my growth. But you know, regardless if I go back next year or in the future, I'll be sure I'll come back and visit you guys. I mean, I created a family there in Donegal and just Ireland and the culture in general. So I'll definitely be back visiting, regardless wherever I go.
Yeah, that's good. I'll ask one more question. This will be we'll both answer this one.
Sounds good.
What are your guys' plans for after basketball? Retirement question mark? So I'll go first. So obviously, I don't really want to be a trainer forever. I love training. I love basketball, but I do not want to be doing this until I'm 60. So my goal is to be done basketball training by the time I'm 40. Hopefully, honestly, before that. I mean, I'll never really be out of the basketball game, but I don't want to do it for the rest of my life. I want to be able to do other things. So I'm just trying to set myself up, like we talked about, to be financially free, do whatever I want to do when I want to do it. So if I want to keep doing basketball training, I will. But if I don't, I'll leave and go do something else. And I think one of the main things that we both want to do is kind of like real estate, own properties. And I really love business in general, not just like basketball training and basketball business, but business in general. So I might do something with that down the road. But ideally, I'm not doing this every day, and I'm not having to wake up every day to have to work to make money. Like we talked about, set ourselves up to be financially free to do what we want when we want. So if I want to do basketball training, sure, but I probably won't be. So ideally, I'll just be doing whatever I feel like doing at that point. So
It's a fact. I mean, you'll be training my kids though.
yeah, probably. That's on the side though. That's just a hobby though.
For sure. Nah, hey man, I don't think my knees can hold up. For
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, but on a real note, I kind of want to just play basketball till like I'm 35 to like 37, like from now to 37 max. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe 40. You're probably hitting 40. We'll both be done with 40.
If we're both done with 40, I'm good with it.
done
Like,
with
you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, no, I definitely don't want to hoop forever. You know, basketball, I'm in love with it. This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But it's also giving me ideas and giving me different outlooks and different opportunities elsewhere. So for me, it's like, you know, I'm gonna do this because this is what's gonna help me become financially free. This is the first step for me in my life to help me become, to get to the point where I need to get to, just like training is for him. But nah, yo, you know, we trying to be proper businessmen, you know,
Yeah.
suit and tie type shit.
Not literally, fuck that.
Not literally, but
I ain't never wearing a suit in my life.
For real, I'm not trying to hoop forever. I'm definitely trying to get into real estate. Trying to get into like, you know, owning commercial properties. That's the for real. That's the big goal. Commercial property. We talked about it. We got hoop. You know, this is what's gonna get us there. He's the trainer. I'm the player. And then the same shit's gonna go for the next business and the next goal. So, you know, you won't stop seeing us. You know,
Yeah.
we'll still be doing this bullshit. You know, till we're gray and old. But at the end of the day, hoops not forever, man.
Yeah.
It's not, and it shouldn't be. You know, it shouldn't be.
Yeah. Just stepping stone to the next thing.
For sure, man. For sure.
We gonna go over 2021 goals?
2021 goals. Hey, yo, keep it quick and short, man. They can't have everything, bro.
Yeah, that's
so give me 3 things that your main focus is in 2021. Just 3. Light though. Don't get
Light?
into depth with it. Yeah, light.
Rental properties, couple of them.
All right.
Invest more money into the stock market and into myself,
I like it.
and then maximize my business. So try to maximize the space you guys are seeing here. My own training, get as many kids as I can, rent the gym out as much as I can, and then build the infrastructure underneath me, which we could talk about in one of my own videos. But yeah, that's
For
simple.
sure. For me, one is finding a mentor, finding somebody that does exactly what I'm doing or where I want to be. Right now, I feel like in the basketball industry, I don't have someone to look up to. So, like, you know, like me and him, we bounce ideas off each other. We help each other grow. We look up to each other, right, in different ways. But at the end of the day, like in the game of basketball, I have no one to go to and be like, hey, or someone to be like, yo, give me a tap on my ass, pause, but be like, yo, keep going, champ. You know what I'm saying? So my first 2021 goal is to find a OG, find somebody that can, you know, help mentor me into the game, help me lead me in the right direction. My second one is to become financially free. Hopefully by the end of 2021, my goal is to have no loans. So that means eliminate all my student loans, all my student debt. So therefore, Matthew, you know, if you want me to come back to Ireland, I need 60 grand, all right? Straight up, that's how it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's because that's my 2021 goal. And then my last goal is just to continue to grow with my team, and to continue to be more and more, what's the word? Just more and more disciplined in our craft, and for the whole team. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're all pretty disciplined in what we're trying to do, but at the end of the day, you know, he could be more disciplined in some ways, and I wanna help him become more disciplined and vice versa. So it's just have my team become more and more disciplined, because at the end of the day, you know, the more disciplined we are, the more people can't touch us, and that's the end goal. The more powerful we are.
Yeah.
Like we say all the time, we're small people, man, in this big world. But at the end of the day, man, you know, they gonna know about us. So 2021 is big, man. 2020 was great. A lot this year, but at the end of the day, you know, a lot of us grew. And, you know, we all could take a lot from 2020. So at the end of the day, if you could take a lot from a situation, then you grew in a sense. So, you know, 2020 was great. We're looking forward to 2021, man. Hopefully more blessings. And we wish, you know, nothing but happiness and health and good health for everyone that's watching and everyone that's, you know, supports us.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got to say, man. Peace out. Thank you.